My apartment complex sits in a pretty safe neighborhood, so I guess I'm naturally less on guard as far as break-ins and whatever concerned. There was this one night I got home late from a bar with friends, and though I wasn't very drunk anymore, I was definitely still tipsy. To give a little context to my apartment, it's on the ground level and has two doors, a front and back. As I entered, I was in the living room, greeted by my dog Chester. Then I passed the living room to walk down a tiny hallway into my room. Chester followed, though he was acting a little weird. I jumped right into bed because I was exhausted. I fell asleep in minutes, and the next thing I remember is waking up to growling. I looked at Chester, who was standing up on my bed, looking at the far corner of the room. I sat up to see what he was looking at, but it was too dark. I had to flip on the lamp. That's when I noticed that he was looking at the closet door, which was cracked open, just barely. Right away, I felt a pain in my stomach as I feared the worst. I lightly tapped him to get him to shut up for a second, and he looked at me and went silent. I got out from the bed as he watched me tiptoe closer to the closet. If someone was in there, I had to be ready to defend myself, so instead of opening that door right then and there, I hurried to the kitchen to grab a knife. Chester followed me, and when I got back into my room, I don't know where it came from, I had a huge bout of confidence. I rushed open the closet door fully. I was shocked but also relieved to see no one was inside. I called Chester an idiot as I went back to the kitchen to put the knife away. When I got back into the room, I saw Chester looking under my bed and growling again. I bent down to take a look, and there was a man hiding under my bed. We made eye contact for a second, and then I grabbed Chester and ran outside to knock on the neighboring apartment's door. My neighbor opened in his pajamas, and I begged him to let me in after explaining that someone was in my apartment. He let me in immediately and let me use his phone to call the police. The intruder wasn't in the apartment anymore by the time the police came, and they searched the place. If it weren't for my tiny little dog who wouldn't harm a fly, I may not have come out of this one in one piece.